Hi dear parents, welcome back to another math hour. Today I would like to teach you a little bit about the basics of cross multiplication. Cross multiplication is a very useful and a very important technique that all middle school kids and all high school kids use in many different topics of math. It's a very useful skill and it's a very important skill to learn, and I'm going to show you the basics on how to do it. So let's begin. Let me show you a beginning example of cross multiplication. Let's take this fraction. 4 over 10 is equal to some number divided by 5. Okay? And the student's job is to identify what is this number. What is the possible answer for this number where it's equal to 4 over 10? Well, basically this is how you do it. In order to find this missing number, you're going to use cross multiplication. So starting with this question mark, you're going to multiply across with the number 10. So you're going to do 10 multiplied by question mark. And when you do 10 times question mark, all you have to do is you take the number, which is 10, and you take the question mark, the missing number, and you just join them up together. And there we go. 10 times question mark is 10 question mark. Let me give some more examples. What if you had 5 times question mark? Well, you just take your 5 and you take your question mark and you join them up together. And that's the answer, 5 question mark. What if you have a fraction? Let's say half multiplied by question mark. You just take your fraction, which is half, and your question mark, and you just join them up together. Also, you can also write like this. You can just do question mark times 1, which is just question mark, divided by 2. That's the same thing. Okay? So that's how you multiply a number with a question mark. You just join them up together. So anyways, let me delete all this. So 10 times question mark is 10 question mark. And you put the equal sign. Now that this multiplication is done, let's multiply the other side. 5 times 4. And 5 times 4 is 20. Okay? Now, what do you have here is this. 10 multiplied by some number equals 20. Well, how do I figure this out? How do I get this question mark alone, by itself, independent? Right now it's got 10 in front of it. We got to get rid of this 10. How do you get rid of the 10? You simply divide the left side by the number 10. That's the best way to get rid of that number in front. And whatever you do on the left side, you got to do it on the right side as well. So if I'm going to divide the left side by 10, I got to divide the right side by 10. Okay? And this is easy enough. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So 1 question mark. And 1 question mark can also be written as just good old question mark. It's the same thing. Okay? So we have question mark equals 20 divided by 10, or 10 multiplied by some number equals 20. Well, 10 times 2 works, so the answer is 10 times 2. So question mark is equal to the number 2. Okay, and that is the answer for this question. The missing number is 2. And that's how you use cross multiplication. Let me show you another example. Let me show you a little bit more tougher example. Let's try this fraction. Let's try 4 over some number equals, oh, I don't know, how about 20 over, how about 20 over 50? Okay, big numbers, right? And all I want to do is find out this missing number. And how do I find that missing number? Cross multiply. So first things first, I find the question mark and I go across to the next fraction, find the number across, and then I multiply these two numbers. So 20 times question mark is 20 question mark. Okay? Equals. And now I do the other side, which is 50 multiplied by 4. And 50 times 4 is 200. 100. Okay? 50 times 4. 200. And now, again, we have a problem. Question mark needs to be independent. It's got to be on its own. Right now we got the number 20 in front of it. So we got to get rid of that 20. And the only way to get rid of this 20 is to divide it by the same number, which is 20. And whatever you do on the left side, you got to do it on the right side as well. So if I divide this side by 20, I'll divide the other side by 20 as well. Okay? And as always, if you have the same number divided by the same number, 20 divided by 20, it's just 1 or 1 question mark. Okay? And the other side, we got 200 divided by 20, or 20 multiplied by some number equals 200. Well, I'll show you the shortcut technique. You see that 0 on top and 0 on the bottom? Just cross it out. And now you've got 20 divided by 2. And 2 times some number equals 20. And that some number is 10. And that is the answer for this cross multiplication problem. The answer here is 10. And that's how you cross multiply. You simply multiply the numbers in a diagonal pattern. And if your question mark is not independent, if it's got a family, if it's got a number in front of it, then you divide it by the same number on both sides. And once you do the division, you'll get your answer. And this is how you do basic cross multiplication technique. Thank you.